Welcome, everybody. I see we've got Lisa, Lumka, Tsolofelo. Welcome to the session today. I hope that you're all doing well. As you can see on the screen, we're going to be looking at trig equations today. Maybe if you can tell me, how do you find trig equations? How do you feel about them? Is it a section that you enjoy, or do you find them quite daunting? And then you can try out the ones on the screen while we wait for others to join. Let's have a look. Please feel free to share how things have been with you in trig equations. It's quite an important section, so it's important that you understand it well. Please remember to put your calculators in degrees mode, not in radians, as we solve these questions. Welcome, Sasetu, Tumelo, Jason. Please let me know your answers. I'm going to write here, I'm going to say this one's A. Actually, just because we're dealing with A, should just make it 1, 2, and 3. You can just type your answers in the chat and we can have a look at what answers you all have. Please feel free to share your answers. I'm still waiting for some of you to share. Lisa, Lumka, Rabone, Sasetu, Solofelo, Tumelo. Remember, when you're giving me your answers, it's A equals to, hey, not sine A, because we're finding the angle. So it's A equal to, huh? Thanks, Lumka. Thanks, Tumelo. Thanks, Sasetu. So I'm going to start answering some of them so I can confirm with you. So we've got the first one, which tells us sine A equals to 0, 0.5, right? So Lisa, maybe if you want to unmute yourself, how do you get the answer for the first one? Lisa? Lisa? No? Tumelo? Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how do you get the answer for the first one, Tumelo?
I pressed shift sign and then I put the 0.5 in the equation and then it gave me.
Yes. Yeah. So you're going to say shift sign and you're going to say 0, 0.5. Him. And when you say shift sign 0, 0.5, it's going to be on your calculator, we get 30 degrees. Is that right? Everybody? Yes, Lisa? Lisa? I don't think Lisa wants to talk today. Okay, so we've got A equals 30 degrees, right? Okay, and then number 2, who wants to give me the answer for 2? Tumelo, you've given me an answer there. How do we find 2?
So what I first did was I divided sin 2a by 2 and I divided the 0.5 by 2 as well.
Okay, so Tumelo, very importantly, we can't just divide this by 2, right? Because this is
Okay.
an angle, so it's here. So we have to first take the sine over. Then we say 2a equals to shift sine of 0, 0.5, right?
Oh, okay.
You see, so 2a equals 30. So a will then equal to 15 degrees. Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anybody wants to give me the answer for number 3? What is the answer for number 3? No, nobody's giving me answer for number 3. Number 3, actually, when you calculate it and you say shift cos of 2, you get on your calculator math error. Everybody got that? It says math error, hey? Is that right? Sasetu? Lumka? Okay, Malang, thank you. Okay, yes, you get math error. So number 3, no solution. Doesn't work. Okay. So in this section today, we're going to be looking at trig equations, and we're going to be solving complex trigonometric equations and simple ones as well in order to get solutions within a certain range, right? Or domain rather. Okay, let's look. So I'm going to give you some to try. We're going to look at one that's a little bit more complicated than the previous ones we did. And we're going to see how we're going to work through that. So I'm going to start officially with this one here. 2 cos 3 theta plus 10 degrees oops, sorry. Okay, so 2 cos 3 theta plus 10 degrees minus 1 equals to 1. Okay, so write that down so long. And the question says, find theta. Okay, so it says find theta. And remember, to find theta, we need a range. We need a range to find theta. And I'm going to say find theta where theta is between minus 30 and 0 degrees. So theta is between minus 30 and 0 degrees. So yeah. So 2 cos theta plus 10 degrees minus 1 equals 1. I'm going to do this one with you. I hope you've all written it down. So the first step we're going to do, we cannot interfere with anything in this bracket, right? So what we're going to do, we're first going to take this 1 over to this side. So it will become 2 cos 3 theta plus 10 degrees equals to 1 plus 1. Because when you take it over, it becomes positive. The sign changes. And then we take this 2 over and it will become divide by 2. So we get cos 3 theta plus 10 degrees equals to 2 divided by 2 is 1. We then get 3 theta plus 10 degrees equals to shift cos of 1, which we calculate, and it gives us 0. So we're going to say 3 theta plus 10 degrees equals to 0. We then take the 10 over, and it becomes 3 theta equals to 0 minus 10 degrees. So 3 theta equals to minus 10 degrees. And theta equals to minus 10 over 3, which is minus 3.33 degrees. Okay. Please have a look at the steps and do shout and let me know if you have a question. You need to follow these steps very carefully and check if you have any questions. Let's have a look. Are there any questions? Samuel, do you have any questions? Kia Betswe? Angela? Valerie, are there any questions? Yes, Lumka, it can be okay. Some questions tell you must write the answer to 2 decimal places or something, then you'll have to write it as decimals, right? It all depends on the question. Okay, so there's no questions with us, so it means you're all ready to try your own one. Sasetu, are you ready to try your own one? Lisa, are you ready to try your own one? Malang? Can you just show me a thumbs up if you're ready to try your own one? Thank you. Okay, great. I see lots of them. Okay, cool. Okay, I'm going to give you one to try. (15) sine 2 theta plus 5 degrees minus 4 equals to 10. Just write that down. And the question says find theta, where theta is between 0 degrees and 90 degrees. And you can type your answer in the chat and let me know once you get an answer. Okay, I'm getting some answers. Okay, Lisa, you want to look at the example before? I'm going to do that. You can just look at it quickly. Who's got an answer? We've got Tumelo that's given me an answer. What about the rest of you? Boy Tumelo, Ketelo, Marilyn, Shade, Tokozane, do you have answers? Okay, I'm getting lots of different answers. Okay. Let's give it another minute or two. Still waiting for some of you to share your answers. Marilyn, Valerie. Oh, Valerie, you have shared it. Okay. Valerie, are you able to unmute yourself? Nope. Solofelo, are you able to unmute?
Yes, sir.
What's
Yes,
the
I
first thing that we do at Solofelo?
say I took the -4 to the other side.
Okay. So you got 50. Oh, let me write it in a different color, Solofelo. So it's 15 sine 2 theta plus 5 equals to 10 plus 4. Hey?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what do you do next?
And then I said sine 2 theta plus 5 is equals to 14 over 15.
Okay, and then next.
And then my answer was sine 2 theta plus 5 degrees is equals to 0.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 0.93 degrees.
Yes. Okay. So I would just encourage you there, Solofelo, to not simplify that in terms of a decimal. Leave it as 14 over 15, right? Because your answer will be more accurate.
Oh, okay, sir.
So you took the sign over then, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you got 2 theta plus 5, and then I'm not going to use your simplified version just for accuracy. Then you get 68.96, right? Yours would be slightly different, hey?
Yes, sir.
And then what do you do next?
We take the 5 degrees to the other side.
And it becomes -5, hey?
Yes, sir.
And then we divide by 2, hey?
Yes, sir. Divided by 2.
Which gives me 31.98.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes, sir, but I got 31.71.
Yes, because of the rounding off that you did here, hey?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm gonna write you do not round off, right? At this point. Is that okay, everybody? Who has questions regarding this calculation of the equation? Lisa and Lumka Sasetu, are you able to identify the mistake that you've made? Okay, great. Okay, excellent. Okay, so this is still not 100%, so we're going to try another one just to get you on track. Let's try another one. Any questions regarding this one, though? No, okay. I'm going to move it up. Okay. Okay, now let's look here. Okay, so we've got this one. If you can just write it down. Find angle A, where A is between minus 90 and 90. Let's try that out. So I'm going to share it with you. Sorry, I see that it's not projected nicely on the screen. There we go. Okay. So there we go. Let's try this one here. 16, 10, 5a plus 5 over 4 minus 7 equals to 33. Find a between minus 90 and 90. Thanks, Lisa, for letting me know. So step by step, I hope you've written your previous ones down. Okay, I'm not seeing any answers so far. Please do share. And to the people on the live stream, I'm going to give you some options as well that you can vote for, and those in the lesson, so we can see what the answers could potentially be. So we've got some answers here. It can be A, which is 53,56, B, minus 62.38, C. 72.98 degrees. So yeah, what do you all think? Please do let me know. Getting some answers there. Okay. Okay, I've got an answer from Valerie. What about the rest of you? Solofelo, Lisa, Lumka, Kiabetswe, been very quiet. Ketelo, Marilyn, Shade, Samuel. Maybe Angela, do you maybe want to share your answers? Sure. Some of you are not very confident about this. You're not sharing anything yet. Okay. Tumelo. Okay, thanks, Samuel. Tumelo, do you have an answer?
No, sir, I'm still a little bit busy.
Okay, okay. Can try this out, not a problem. We've got time. Okay, thank you. Yay, we're getting a lot of answers. I'm wondering, those of you on the live stream, also please, if you can, let me know what your answers are by voting A, B, and C. That will be great. Okay, I'm going to do this one. Thank you all for your answers. I'm going to do this one now. So the first thing, thank you so much, Boitumelo, as well. Okay, so we've got 1610, 5a plus 5 over 4 equals 33 plus 7, which is 40. Then we're going to say 10, 5a plus 5 over 4 equals 40 over 16. Then we're going to say 5a plus 5 over 4 equals to shift 10 of 40 over 16. Then we're going to say 5a equals to 4 times 10 to the minus 1 of 40 over 16. Okay, and then we're going to say 5a equals to 410 of 40 over 16. And then a equals to, oh, sorry, minus 5. I'm going to calculate that now. 4 shift 10 of 40 over 16 minus 5, which is 267.79. Divided by 5, which is 53.56. And there we go. That is the solution. Are there any questions related to the solution? Thank you for the answer as well, Lisa. Lumka, are there any questions? Ketelo, Marilyn, Rabone, Solofelo, any questions? No, okay. We're going to be continuing with this next week. And if you have any questions, you're welcome to bring them next week as well. But yeah, for now, this is it. And I hope you've written your questions down nicely so that you can redo them. And I'm going to hand you over now to Coco, who's going to tell you about where we're at in terms of the course. Thank you for contributing, everyone.
Yeah, that was really tough. You guys are really good at these questions. It was a lot to do and a lot to remember. So thank you, Teacher Depeche. That was pretty awesome. Okay, I'm just going to share my screen with you guys quickly. Okay, so we're looking at Trigonometry B. And we've just gone past lesson 2, which is today. So the next lesson we're going to have is going to be next week, Tuesday at 6 p.m. I believe your mentor, Nikayla, will be back with you guys. So it won't be me you guys will be seeing on the side, unfortunately. But I hope to meet you guys again in the future. Okay, so this is our leaderboard. It hasn't changed because it'll only change again on Tuesday after you guys get your weekly reports, or your parents get their weekly reports, which happens every single Monday. So you guys will have to wait until next week to see how the leaderboard has shifted and who's sitting where. But keep trying all the exercises so that you can get your name up there. Okay, so the homework that we have for today is we're going to go to trigonometry, and then if you scroll all the way down, actually, no, I think it's the first one. We've moved it up. Very first thing you're going to see when you click on trigonometry is trigonometric equations, and there'll be a quiz in there. And that's the homework that we're going to be looking at, that first quiz that we have on the app there under trigonometry. Okay, last thing again, remember, I just want to actually get a tally. If you can raise your hand or give me a thumbs up, if you have already referred a friend and you've already asked someone to come and join us and you've sent them the link. I just want to see how many of you guys have done that. Oh, nice, Kiavetsu. Awesome stuff. And Lisa and Sulofelo and Lumka, I think, yes, and Ketelo. Thanks so much, guys. Remember that the referral is only for one friend, so you guys need to pick this friend very wisely. They can only join us for one class, so you guys can get to ask them to come to our next class, and they can see exactly what it is that we do here and that they can learn from all of this along with us. Okay, before we go, one more thing I'd like you guys to do for me. Hope everybody's looking exactly at their screens, because something's going to pop up on your screen right now, and I just need you to answer this particular question for me. Okay, so there's the question. It should pop up on your screen right now, and all I need is just 2 answers from you, just to answer question 1 and question 2 for me, please. Okay, thank you so much. I'm getting quite a lot of answers here. 7, 8 of you. I'm missing 5 responses, 4 responses, 3 responses, 2 people still waiting to get an answer from. Or 1 person, I think somebody just left the call. Okay. Okay, I'm going to take your results as they are, but thank you guys so much for all your answers. Oh, there we go. Everybody's answered the question for me. Thank you very much. Guys, we will see you guys all next week, or Teacher Depeche will see you guys all next week, Tuesday at 6 p.m. So thank you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.